Hello and welcome to the Early Crow episode 37, brought to you by
Makita. Boys, did you know right now get amazing bonuses with selected Makita XGT 40 volt and 80 volt max kits and combos. Limited time only though. Visit makita.com.au for your details. Makita XGT, more intelligent, more efficient, more power, more Makita.
Great read, Tommy. Very, very great. Just a phenomenal, an outstanding win on Sunday. Slow start though. The sun looked like it was an enormous impact to you guys. It was tough to watch on TV as well. How tough is it, that sun, on a twilighty sort of Sunday afternoon at the SCG?
Yeah, it was a bit annoying. Obviously, both teams have to deal with it, so it's an even playing field. But it is quite annoying looking into that sun, the shadows, and just your arm up and things like that covering the suns. But Geelong jumped us and we were a bit slow to get into our work, but we managed to turn the corner after quarter time and get the ball rolling.
Juzzy's back again after. I thought it was enormous last week on the podcast, but I'm comfortably saying that was the best game I've seen you play for the Sydney Swans on Sunday afternoon. How did it feel, and did you get that sort of feedback from the people that actually matter?
I wouldn't say I got that sort of feedback, but no, it was good. I think it took a bit of time to get going, but then got going in the last. Gave Paps a couple. He tried to give me one earlier, and I didn't finish it, but thankfully he finished his, so it was good fun.
We're going to talk about that one later on. Tagged, Tommy. You were tagged early. What's that like?
Yeah, wouldn't say tagged. I suppose it is a little bit, but more just
warned closely. You were well respected by your opponent. He had one job, to just try and keep the igniter quiet. Don't let that flame catch.
He was actually. It's like a Velcro to start the glove, but I was trying a few things in. First half wasn't really working, so I thought I'd take him a bit deeper, and that seemed to work. So he's a nice, tight defender. The Irish, they're very disciplined to their roles, and he was very good at it. And I was lucky enough to get on top of him late and kick a few goals.
Kick a few? A few is three. Four's more than three. Have you kicked the biggest set shot in your life, just about?
That second one I absolutely flushed. I don't think I've ever kicked the ball that far in my life. I watched it today. It's actually landed 5 rows back, and I kicked it from the.
He's watching his own set shots. That's how he's going.
Mate, I flushed it. Mate, even Horse come up and he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Hey, I told you I got that license."
You tell me, coach, you've got the license. That's all. That's kicking 4-1 and just shooting dominance. I like that.
Is it part? Like, I thought about reaching out to the Dim Sim King just to get a bit of feedback here. Is it part of the leadership and the responsibilities that brings, and that, you know, like the duty that you then have to look after your teammates, or is it just how much you love the crust that you decided after kicking 2 of the great set shots of all time to try and feed him? Because like I was listening to the radio and watched it on TV. I love the call, and like everyone in Sydney wanted you to have another shot, and you thought, no, I'm going to try and feed the crust.
Yeah, look, there wouldn't be many other blokes I'm probably going to pass it to be honest. If it wasn't a crust, it probably wasn't going there. But but it goes around in roundabouts. He gave you 2 goals, so the karma bus, if you look to pass one off, they come back to you.
It must be a pretty good feeling, like, in all seriousness, to be just have that nice angle towards the cross who's travelling at speed, because he's a beautiful user of the footy.
Yeah, I think the stats show best inside 50 kick in the comp, Gus is. So he's very nice to lead to. That last one was just beautifully nice. Just put it out in front for me. So it's he's going very well, the cross.
We talked about it last week, Cressy, but like, you are absolutely airborne. Are you just building in confidence?
Mate, I actually gave him a quite nice one in the first quarter. Put it around the body. I was got. They were saying down line. It was right in front of the bench, and I thought, I'll pull one off here. And then I thought, if this gets done, my head's on the chopping block, and then it actually wasn't too bad. I got done on the ball in the third quarter though, and they showed Horse on the big screen. I thought, gee whiz, I'm better cop an absolute A here. Thankfully didn't come off though.
You're taking the game on though. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I
You
think that's what you want to see. Yeah, you're rolling the dice. They're always going to come up sixes.
They're not all going to pay off, but
I reckon it was you and Chad. Every time I looked up at the screen, like one of you was in the back pocket, the other one was in the forward pocket, and then he kept switching over. I can't believe how much running you two were doing on the weekend.
yeah,
Chad
goes one way pretty hard too.
Yeah, dark. Yeah, I've never seen a bloke get forward as quick in my life. It would be a dark day for whoever that poor soul was that had like a 5 metre start on him. And it's just like he was on a heavy 10 and Chad was on a good 3 and he was travelling deluxe.
What about Mitch Duncan? Duncan didn't even know what happened. He was just straight past him. Goal.
I ran past him and it was funny. He's actually a good fellow. He ran past and he goes, "Fuck me, I'm not running any faster than that. I would have done my hammy for sure."
Tell you who I was worried for his hammy at one point. Taylor Adams. He did a gutsy little roll forward at one point, and I thought, "Oh Christ!" He just bounced up. He looks like he's as strong as a bull, fit as an ox.
Yeah, he's
Is that right? Did I make that up? I'm saying that wrong.
Yeah, I think you said it wrong, but we'll run with it. It's good.
He looks fit and strong.
Yeah, he bloody trains bloody hard, smashes himself in the off legs, and weights. He's just a skits, which is it's pretty good to see. Like coming from another club, and then how hard he trains in the pre-season and the off legs room, things like that, to get his body right and to make sure he's ready to go. So he was really good on the weekend. He's good experience in the midfield and really good around the scramble. So yeah, it's good to have him in.
I saw a little bit on Twitter from Jeffrey White, who was he definitely rocked at the D's. I don't know if he rocked anywhere else.
Yeah, I remember him.
Good footballer. He cuts up like structural stuff on Twitter at the moment. It's good gear. He highlighted that some of the work he was doing at clearances, Taylor Adams, where he'd get like you and Heaney free inside forward 50, or he'd get Errol and Chad free. Like he put on a block that got Errol out, that then got Chad out to kick that big monster from outside 50. Things like that. They're the little things, I guess, that you guys would know about that the majority of us don't really see.
Yeah, maybe Jeff White was the one that sent those clips into the club today. We might have watched the same clip.
I might have outed whoever's doing that work from the club.
Yeah, we actually did see a couple. He did it 2 or 3 times, and we watched it today. And he's really good in there. He knows his role, block for those boys, and he'll if they miss it, he'll sort of clean the scraps up.
Thought it was a phenomenal performance from the boys on Sunday, Brady, but it was a pretty poor performance from them, judging where other teams are at last week on the podcast. They stamped the Dogs, and we all did, though, to be fair. They were playing.
The Doggies were playing against Brisbane, but does that mean Brisbane's back?
Are Brisbane back?
Josh, what do you reckon?
I think it was always going to turn. I didn't actually watch I didn't watch a minute of it, but it was always going to turn from their quality side. So they've had an average start to the year, but it was always going to turn, I guess.
Always good to get a win away from home for sure for Brisbane. I thought, how good's Bont going, getting absolutely tagged out of the game by Berry and going forward and kicking 3 of the best? Is he one of the better swingmen in the competition from midfield to forward, or?
Yeah, he's hard to stop when he goes forward because he's so big and long. It's a hard matchup, but Berry did a really good job. He sort of went forward and the game was done in the last quarter, so he did his role for the 3 quarters and stopped them winning from the game. He didn't really have much impact. The game was over by the time he had the impact, so full credit to Berry.
Looks like to me that it's just Carlton and Collingwood are the real good sides at the moment.
Can you say that again? Can you say that third side again?
Well, look, Melbourne got belted the week before. Their best player got one of the sickest knocks of all time. I can't believe they sent him back out. How in 2024 you can't diagnose that he's completely cactus and cast internally?
What a tough
in this day and age. Just want to hope his mum or dad isn't a lawyer. That was brave from Petrarca, but they were shithouse the week before, and they were playing again against Collingwood. So maybe Collingwood look a bit better than they're going, Pratty. I don't know, but you can, breathe in your own farts as much as you want about them. They've got a lot of momentum at the moment and they're hard to beat at home. But it looks to me like it's Collingwood and Carlton are the main sort of threats, maybe Port because they get the home games. But I don't know, outside of that, it looks pretty... It looks to me like it's dropping away a fair bit.
It's hard. Like, you just don't know. Like, this back end of the year, teams sort of get on a roll and then the momentum into the finals. So you got to keep a healthy list, which is important. Obviously, Collingwood got a few out, so they're only just going to get better. But because it's so close from second to about 10th, you just got to win the games that are close. The more close ones you win, the better you're going to be. So it's going to be a tight finish for the finals.
Righto, that's the AFL. The Swans on top, dominating. The boys playing out of their skins. Our man kicked 4 of the best, like 2 of the biggest goals I've ever seen in kick set shot. My mail is also back that up with 38 points off 11 too, which we might get to later on. Unbelievable if true. But it's time now for...
Bryce actually played pretty well the other day.
Oh, hang on. Yep.
He'd
what happened?
26 over through the front line.
So the old forged irons aren't looking after you just yet.
You never know. It was my first hit. Never played there before. First up. All right.
He you know that on the last, the 18th, down Doon,
Yeah.
you know, like over that bunker, then that tree's in there.
Yeah.
He hit it to that tree off with his driver. No wind. He bombed it.
Oh,
There's potential there. The couple
that's why he's got the forged irons. How far is that?
Well, it was a long way. He only would have had 140 in, 130 in.
Well, can't
but
teach talent, eh, Cross?
if you think I swing fast, he swings 5 times faster than me.
You do swing too fast. You're very
Nah,
aggressive, but you are off 11.
It's just like you don't even know how hard you're swinging. Like you just can't control it.
You just get into the zone.
Yeah, like, they say slow down. I try and slow down, and then like it just doesn't help.
Are you going to get any coaching?
Yeah, I'm gonna see some fella at Bonnie Doon.
What are you going to sort of focus on? What are the starting points?
The wedge game, the iron game, get that game going. I think the putting will take care of itself. Just comes with experience, I think.
Just an hours thing, like just
yeah. Now,
again, form is temporary, class is permanent, sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. This is a big moment for the Early Crow. We are about to begin trivia for the first time in our history, hosted by Justin McInerney, many people's favourite Swan. Will he be any good at hosting trivia? We're about to find out. I'm backing him in. Let's go.
Any rule changes?
No,
You're hosting, Cross.
I am the rules. I create the rules as we go.
As we go, okay. So do we buzz in with our names?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Say whatever. You don't. Yeah, say whatever. You just buzz in.
Yep.
And you give me the correct answer. You get the wrong answer, and you got it wrong.
Before we get onto it, did you have a look at your dummy spit last week and realise how delayed you were in saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I did.
and what we thought.
However, from my point of view, like I still thought I was first. Like I can't take that back because on my side of the thing, I'm correct.
Okay.
You'll find out, Paddy. You're going to get one first here, and I'm going to just go to Tom.
So it looks like I've got a real good chance tonight. Looking forward to this.
Are you undefeated, Praddy?
Yes, so far.
So what's the score?
Me too. Paps and Dicko 1 each.
And Cross 0. All right. The first topic is about me. 3 questions. First question. You get there's three pointer. First question. What date, month, and year was I born?
Tom.
Tom.
August.
Correct. 1 point.
1999.
False. Done.
Fuck.
Praddy?
Praddy.
2002.
Wrong.
Fuck. The worst part about it is I did this category last week on the show. I've forgotten already. Sorry,
You did
mate.
too.
Yep.
2001.
Oh,
Wrong. Alright, you're wrong. So that doesn't matter. 2000. Alright, anyone
Yeah.
want to have a We'll go closest to pin date.
10th.
Wrong.
look at me and you in a stare off, perhaps, of who's going to go next. 15th.
Wrong. Closer than Dixon though.
Oh, don't tell Paps.
20th.
Yeah, well, we won't count that. 18th. Doesn't count. Shocking from me.
Hey.
Shocking from me.
He's the boss, Pap.
Yeah, nah, fair enough.
Moving on.
I get one then.
What pick was I in the draft? Closest to pin.
Tom.
Righty.
Tom.
38.
Wrong.
Brady.
Brady.
42.
Wrong.
I think it's either 44 or 48. 44.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dixon. One to
Well done,
Dixon.
Dicko.
what a disgrace too, by the way.
Yeah,
We
well,
look back at it.
we don't. This is a
move
good
on.
one. This is a good one. 2-pointer. Which episode of The Early Crow did I debut?
Ooh.
Brady.
Praddy.
16.
Praddy nailed it.
Oh,
bonus
well done,
point.
buddy. That's really good.
That's
Bonus
a good
point. How long did it go for?
Brady.
Yep.
45 minutes.
Wrong.
48.
Wrong.
49.
Nice guess. Got the closest. Hour and a minute. Smart guess. Didn't think he had it in him.
Under drive-by.
Oh, that's me done. Now we go to my fake.
Wait, what's the
general knowledge.
scores?
What are the scores?
Sorry, scores. 2 to Tom, 1 to the other two. Nice, close game. How many minutes are in a week?
Tom. 34 times fucking. Fuck it out. Jesus Christ.
3, 2, 1.
100,000.
Brady.
Praddy.
Are we going closest to the pin here, or is it?
Yeah,
I have to
yeah,
get it correct.
yeah. Closest.
9,000.
You're not going to get it correct. Wrong.
9,000.
Yeah, I heard the first time.
Oh well, I'll go 50,000.
Wrong. Praddy, 10,080. Nice.
What over 100? I got 10,000.
Well, you fuck me, because I just tried to go in the middle of you two to get.
Why
the
would you trust
pin.
Tom? Like, Praddy clearly
I don't
gets
know.
more. He's
Yeah,
obviously
you're
a lot
right.
smarter.
You're right. You're
How
right.
many elements are in the periodic table?
Jack,
Brady.
52.
What's
Jack?
the periodic table?
52.
Wrong. Praddy.
51.
Wrong. Tom.
49.
You went the wrong way. 118. Praddy.
How many?
No, I got it. I was
118.
52. I was 52. Praddy was 51.
No, you were 50.
What's the periodic table, bro?
Here we go. Praddy searching up. Praddy, if you search this up and get it wrong, you minus a point.
It's all the elements like oxygen,
Oh,
hydrogen,
yeah.
sodium.
Yeah.
There's
And then
12.
Minus 1.
There's 12. 118.
Minus
You can minus
1.
1 for one.
Minus
Fuck you.
1 to Praddy. So Praddy now moves to 2. Alright. Which planet in the Milky Way is the hottest?
Praddy.
Praddy.
The sun.
No,
It's a star,
that
mate.
doesn't count.
That's
doesn't
minus
count.
1 for dumbness.
That could be
It's
minus
not a
1.
planet.
Well, sorry I didn't fucking sit there and study the fucking stars and shit.
Tom.
Jupiter.
Wrong, but nice. It's actually a planet on a Praddy. Dixon.
Didn't realise you were a big astrologist, John.
I'm nowhere near an astrologist.
What one did you say, Tom?
Wouldn't you like to?
repeat?
Don't know.
Pluto.
Wrong. Pluto. I don't
Mars.
think Pluto's a planet either. No, wrong. If you want to go, if
It's
you
the
want
one-
to keep guessing and whoever gets it first, I'll pay it.
Pratty.
No.
Wrong. Paps.
I don't know anymore.
Uranus.
Wrong.
No,
Alright,
it's
you're
done.
done.
It's
You're done,
the
boys.
one inside
You're
Mars.
What year was the iPhone first released?
Wait, what was the
Venus.
answer?
Venus.
What was the
It was
answer?
Venus.
You
It was
gotta
Venus.
have the.
It was Venus. Venus Williams.
What a woman.
What year was the iPhone first released?
Pratty.
2004.
Pratty.
2006.
Wrong.
Jack.
Jack.
2005.
Wrong.
Oh no.
Thomas.
Oh no.
It's a layup. This is
2007.
Thomas! No!
wow. I thought it was going to be
Alright,
a 4.
last
That's what
question.
you said first.
Yeah, same.
so did
Glad it
I.
wasn't.
Which ocean is the largest?
Jack.
Tom.
Jack.
Pacific.
Correct. Bonus point. This could be, I'm not sure if this is correct, but bonus point. Closest to pin. How big is it in kilometres?
Oh.
It's enormous. That's a hint. That's a hint. It is
400,
enormous.
700,000 kilometres squared.
Nowhere near it.
1.5 million squared.
What was that?
1.5 million square kilometres.
No.
A million.
Not bad, Pratty. 100. It says 165 million. You reckon that's false or what?
Well, 1.5 is a lot closer.
Well, I'm closer than Pratty. I win again. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. I'm the closest.
Fuck, Juzz.
I've had a mare there. But,
What's that mean for?
Tom moves to 4, Pratty 3, but -1 is 2, and Dixon 2. Pratty, you can earn your way back off that -1. I'll keep it in
Oh,
mind.
sick.
Alright.
Thank you.
That's the end of that. New topic, horse racing. You've got 4 questions. Who won the first Everest?
Jack.
Tom.
Jack.
Redzel.
Correct.
Redzel.
Correct.
Fuck.
Next question. Closest to pin. How much prize money did Winks win?
Jack.
Tom.
Jack.
28 million.
Wrong. Pratty.
25 million.
Wrong. Tom.
22.
Pratty. 26. He was going to say it too. Who won the 2010 Melbourne Cup?
Tom.
2010.
Macquarie Diva.
No.
It was well before that.
Oh,
Pratty.
Can I take 2 answers for half a point?
Prince
if
of
I get it right?
Penzance.
Wrong. I'll give you...
Can I get 2 guesses, take half a point if I get one of them right?
I don't mind this
Okay.
tactic.
I'll
I
pay
don't
him.
mind this tactic.
Shocking.
Wrong.
Viewed.
Wrong. American.
Did you lose a point there for...
Nah, we didn't. You
Oh, I
didn't
negotiated.
clarify. You guys actually said it after he did that. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
Almost I'd consider maybe throwing a point off you two for just, like, peasant sort of behaviour there. Like, just play your own game.
Yeah, not
Coming from
bad.
you saying minus a point when I said the sun. So I'm just playing your game.
Well, that was embarrassing, that answer. Like, he
That wasn't-
asked
that
for a
wasn't
planet, you
embarrassing.
gave him a
It wasn't
star. I
embarrassing,
mean,
man.
Fair enough.
It's embarrassing.
come on.
Last
Peter
question.
Pan, grow up.
How many Group 1s has James McDonald won?
Pratty.
Closest to pin. It went Pratty.
No way.
102.
No.
Wrong. Tom.
Actually, I reckon we did this question as well. Anyway.
98.
Wrong.
97.
Dixon. Dixon.
We did this question.
I thought he might have won one on the weekend.
That's fucking good
that's-
from us.
That's the end of that round. We have a 3-way tie on 4, except Pratty has -1 currently.
For bad
All
behaviour.
right. 2 topics to go. AFL. How many goals has Paps kicked in his career?
Tom.
He watched vision of himself today. Surely he knows.
280.
Wrong.
Pratty. 275.
Wrong. Dixon.
281.
Wrong. 278.
Oh,
Paps gets it.
oh, how's that? He gets his own goals wrong and wins.
Question 2. What is Paps' most free kicks against in a game?
Tom. 6.
Wrong.
Pratty.
5. Wrong.
Fuck.
Dixon.
Couldn't be more than 6, could it? Jack 4.
Dixon's 7.
Oh, that's disgraceful.
Paps said 6, and I was like, "There's just no way it can be more than 6." So
When
I'll
was
go.
that?
I knew it was high. What's that? Is that 5?
It is 5, but if you continue to get them wrong about questions about yourself, I think it might be... You're treading on thin ice here, mate. Who averages more tackles during their career? Tom or Justin?
Pratty.
Jack.
Justin.
Wrong. Pratty. Oh. Correct.
That's
Pratty.
You, Justin.
I used to tackle heaps in my first few years.
Now he handles over. Now he I reckon if we did the past 2 years, I'd have him done.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of going. I mean, he went tackleless this year. He had a game without a tackle this year, if you remember.
That happens often. Last question, and there's 2 bonus points if you can get the bonus points. First question: who has had more kicks in one singular game, Justin or Tom?
Pratty.
Tom.
Pratty.
Juzzy.
Correct. Fuck. Bonus points. How many did I have and how many did he have?
Pratty.
Yeah, well, it's you then.
You had 19 and Paps had 17.
Wrong. Jack.
That's big. You would have had 16, he would have had 12.
Wrong. Tom.
You say 12 kicks by most games. I've had 12 kicks. I kicked 6 and had 25.
No, this is about in the same game, isn't it?
Yeah, but that would have been in the same game.
I think a big game for Juzzy is about 16 kicks. So he's got to have less.
I'm going 22.
For who?
22 for you and 20 for me.
It's not bad. 22 for me, 21 for you.
Wow. Good guessing.
Dixon's given me 16 and you 12.
That's pathetic.
I suppose you count those little short ones like when you go in the middle and just pop one off to the side and then dart forward.
Not
When you
bad.
put the ball on your boot.
Yeah.
Alright, a little score check.
I'm
Paps
fucked
7,
here.
Pratt 6 with a -1, so we'll see what happens. Dixon 4.
Oh, God.
Jeez, I reckon that's wrong. I reckon I'm higher. Yeah.
Paps
Ozzy, that's
has just
descent.
entered the -1
Oh,
round.
mate,
That's what we need.
And we'll see
descent.
what eventuates.
That's what we needed. We needed something.
Last
Segment.
last topic is what I was looking for. The Olympics coming up soon enough. We ready?
Yeah.
It's only one. It's you got 5 answers, but it's only 1 point. What are the colours of the Olympic rings?
Pratty.
Jack.
Green, yellow, red, blue, black.
Correct. Dixon 1. Nice. Question 2. Which country has won the most gold medals?
Tom.
Jack.
Pratty.
Jack, then Tom.
USA.
What the fuck, mate?
Correct. Pratt. Dixon, sorry.
What? So that's the answer was USA?
That's 6
It was
all.
Was it
USA.
USA? Yeah,
It
well
was
done.
USA. Bonus point. How many? Close to
Brady.
10. Brady.
580.
Wrong.
Jack, 400.
Wrong. Tom.
501.
700 odd.
1,069.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus.
So who got it?
Me. I said 580. You said 509, didn't you, Paps?
I thought you said
he did.
500.
Nah.
Fuck.
He's charged with the dodgy and got
Yeah,
it
man,
wrong.
he's fucked it up. Yeah.
Oh, that's fuck.
Okay, question 3. What is Usain Bolt's Olympic record?
Tom.
Tom.
9 seconds and 49.
Oh,
Wrong.
that's quick.
Praddy.
Praddy.
9.89.
Oh, it's lower than
Wrong. Yeah, lower.
9.79.
Give him a layup.
Wrong.
I was already going lower. I said it's lower.
9.63.
Ooh.
7.9.
7.9,
6.3. 14 above. 14 above.
Fuck.
7.
14 and 16, I think.
16
I think
below. Paps gets the point.
Yeah.
Pops gets the point. Bonus question. What year?
Tom.
Jack.
Tom.
For 2014. 20.
Mate, it's not even Olympic year, 2014, bro.
That should be that's Praddy areas. That's -1 in my opinion. 2016. Jack.
Wrong.
2016.
Praddy,
Praddy.
2012.
Nice, Pratt man.
Fuck, I was
Hey,
around
Dicko,
the
don't
mark.
forget, still for an Olympic question, you said an odd number, so don't dare have a go at Paps.
Oh, righto, son.
Dicko, you need
Come
to start cooking. You need to start cooking. It's 3 questions to go. It's currently 8, 8, and 6. They've got
You
minus
can
one
still come
pending
back.
above their
Oh,
head.
Paps.
-1's pending above here. Pending. Which country was the first Olympics?
Jack.
Jack.
Greece.
Nailed it, Jack. Let's go. Firming. Question 5. How many gold medals has Michael Phelps won?
Tom.
Tom.
Praddy.
Jack.
17.
Wrong.
Praddy.
Pratt.
16.
Wrong. Dixon.
3 Olympics, probably won 5 at a pop. What do I want to relay? 15, 16. What are the answers thus far?
Nah, don't get.
Can't remember.
15.
Damn it.
You idiot.
20 or something?
Dicko, you had to go above.
Oh, we
Had
can't
to.
relays. Oh, we can't relay gold.
23.
Gold medals, mate.
Okay. Just thought we wouldn't have been. Just he didn't win them. Like he won a quarter of them.
He not get a gold medal.
23 with 6 real. Okay. I'm grasping it. Yep.
Last question. When was the... Praddy is the only one that can get within a draw here. Tom's on 9, Praddy's on 8, Dixon 7. It's just disappointing stuff. Dixon had to be better there. Had to be better.
And the
Gonna cut me out. It's gonna cut from my man Juzzy. Just yeah.
When was the Olympics first in Australia?
Tom.
Jack.
Tom.
Praddy.
1956.
Thomas.
Great work
Yeah.
from you, Tom.
Great work.
Where was it?
Well done, Paps.
That's 2 in a row, boys. Back to back.
Yeah, love that. That'll be, I think, me 2, you 2, and Dicko 1 with his hat over his face. Beautiful.
Dicko got absolutely pants there.
Juzzy?
Juzzy's on 0, unfortunately, I think.
You had to trouble the scorers, but it's a long year.
Did well then, Juzz. Dicko was pathetic. Oh, he
I
probably
was
needs
so
a
flat about that.
good time out.
Dicko needs a bit of time.
I reckon, like, if you count it back though, it'd be good to see who won on just answering a question correctly and who was nearest the pin.
Yeah, but like you were so dumb. Like you were just like You were just like saying the shit.
You imagine the chat he has on the field, the high level.
Mate, you weren't even listening. You were like perhaps in meetings, just zoning off.
Fuck off, Juzz.
What is his sledging like on the field, Just? Like, what sort of stuff is he coming up with? Is it just real aggressive?
I don't hear that much of it, but because he's just not down the other end. But it's not. I think it's not bad. It's just like little cheeky, like ragging. I'm just saying.
I don't really talk. I just yell at them like fucking tell them their shit and shit.
We lose the ability to talk quickly on a podcast when, like, let's be honest, none of us are like brain surgeons, but we like literally use all our brain power to try and think of answers for trivia.
Yeah.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
I was telling them they're shit and shit. Like,
Thanks,
I'm
Jazz.
getting a beer.
Boys, thanks for having me. Yeah, I can't wait for next week's segment.
You coming back for trivia next week?
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm back every week.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
awesome.
I'm very, very keen.
I
Right,
need a
that's
win.
been Juzzy, Justin McInerney, the Cross, who's just having an outstanding year for the Swans and the Early Crow. Shout out to also, let's not forget, guys, Munhamek on Sunday.
Yeah,
while you guys were strutting your
mate.
stuff. Nick Ryan was looking after Juzz again, with that horse letting down. Jay Mott steering. Black Booker, 2 from 2 for the Early Crow. Is Juzzy's Black Bookers. So
It's as good as it gets.
that's something to be very, very proud of. You're in rare air.
I'm not going to force it, though. I was saying to Paps, do I bring one? I'm not going to force it.
Rule number 1. That's been Juzzy. Stay tuned.
Thanks,
We're going to
boys.
talk some golf.
I'll
Thanks,
speak to you
Jazz.
soon.
Righto, US Open this week. The telecast has already started. It's that good gear that you get on Fox. When the majors are on, you get it all week long. And Scotty Scheffler's coming in red hot, winning again. Greeted by his baby, his missus. He's on top of the world. He's number 1 in the world, and he looks very hard to beat at the US Open this year, perhaps at Pinehurst. Then the course looks absolutely savage. It looks like Royal Melbourne on steroids, bits of it.
Yeah, I actually haven't had too much of a look at it. I need to watch a few little KO minis or whatever they get on the KO or the Foxtel. But looking forward to it. To be good. Scotty's on fire. It's going to be hard to beat. But around that $4, it's a very, very short price for a major. But if he can do it, he's the one that can do it rare. So yeah, looking forward to it.
How are we thinking we're going to stake this week in the Early Crow Golf Club? I mean, some blokes got him last week, but there's like, what is it, Paddy? $15 between first and last at the moment.
Yeah,
In the
if
comp,
that,
we
I
hit a
think.
major early in this tournament for us. It's a game of strategy. There's going to be, we see these blokes that just play the V. Like you were the sort of like the fucking founding father of the playing the V society within the Early Crow Golf Club with your top 5s and top 10s.
Yep.
I mean, those sort of operators are going to be all over Scheffler. Scheffler win, Morikawa top 5, those sort of players. Or I think Paps and I we're sticking to it for now, but I get wobbly a little bit with your sort of, your Victors and your Abergs just straight out. I don't know what I'm going to do at this stage. Anyone got a lean at this stage?
It's a tough one. You either have Scotty Scheffler because 3/4 of the field's going to have him, or you risk it and go a few top 5s or a couple of top 10s and a top 5, or I'm not sure what way I'll go. Have a look at some odds and see what I can find.
I think in the last 10 years, the highest priced winner was Gary Woodland. Otherwise, you've got people like Wyndham Clark, Fitzpatrick, Rahm, Koepka, Johnson and Spieth, who have all been in the market. So it is ones that you can back at the top of the board. It looks like with a little bit of confidence going on the last 10 years. But yeah, it's I think depending on how many people take Sheffley, you might just have to take him.
V, just playing it.
Yeah.
Adam Scott, 23 years straight playing the majors. Paddy, you were saying this is his 91st major in a row for the Australian, the first Aussie to ever win the Masters. It's a pretty bloody impressive record from the Queenslander.
Yeah, I was watching a number of his, I was going to say colleagues, but competitors, and they just saying about how, like, if you play in 91 major tournaments, like, that's good going in itself, and he's played 23 years in a row, and he's played in every major every year. Like, it's pretty amazing that he's been able to get himself into that position, and obviously testament to the golf that he played for so long that he's been able to be competitive and be in these major tournaments at the right time, because it's where the major payday comes as well.
It's good longevity, isn't it? It's like even not getting injury here or there. It's pretty rare. So good on him.
You'd imagine he would have sustained a couple and just managed them and sort of pushed on through it. So I think that's even sort of another tick for him. He's just a tough, wily old competitor. He's not even that old, and he's a very handsome man. He probably is a little bit older than he looks. He's got a bit of the Rob Scurries about him, perhaps. He looks a lot younger than he probably is. The US Open this week, we will have plays across our socials from sometime on Thursday from all the boys. There's a bunch of us now playing. There's a couple of guys in profit so far in tournament number 3. You can expect certain blokes to play the V. I'm looking at Errol, Praddy. Who else plays the V big time?
Gano.
Gano's a big V, man. Yeah, massive V, man.
Play straight.
Yeah, keep that face nice and square. That's the golf. I cannot wait. NBA, you catch any of it? I watched game 2, most of it. I saw a fair bit of game 1. Boston now 2 up versus Dallas. Big Luka Doncic. He looks half sore, but he always sort of does. And he's still putting up big numbers, triple-double in a competitive loss in game 2. Anyone watched any of this?
I've watched the highlights. I haven't watched it live, just due to the time that it's on. It's pretty amazing how Boston are going about it. And like, they've won it pretty easily the first 2 games. Be interesting to see what happens when they now go to the Mavs Stadium, and to see if the Mavs can get one. Because if it's 3-0, then it's completely and utterly all over. But if they're able to hold these 2 games, I'm pretty sure they play at home. It should be. Hopefully, we might see some competitive finals and make punts sweat his bed a little bit more, which would be good.
Yeah, that'll be just enjoyable for everyone involved.
Mate,
LeBron came back perhaps once from 3-1 versus fucking Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. So it can be done.
Yeah, and because punts is on the Celtics, and if they go up 3-0, like, it's pretty likely they'll probably get done, because punts could stop COVID.
Yeah, and it's amazing. You know that from his penthouse apartment in the middle of Melbourne, Jason Tatum will feel that bad vibe of his bet all the way over there in Dallas when he's like just over the free throw line. It's getting real tight. He started driving to the net, just drawing the fouls. He's going to feel that punch pressure. I know he is. I've seen it happen before, time and time again. I thought Juzz was on as well. Unfortunately, he's not. So it's just punts right in Boston. But the Dallas Mavericks go back home. It's kind of like 2 superstars in Luka and Kyrie versus, like, the Boston Celtics are more a team. Their big boys aren't sort of driving them along, and it's just like a big team effort. They're all smacking threes. The bloke hit a 3 on the 3/4 time buzzer from dead set halfway. It's crazy over there too, Paps. I don't know if you watched any of it, but you know Barstool, Dave Portnoy?
Yeah.
El Prez, like he's on the sideline and he hates Kyrie Irving and he's just there abusing him. Like,
really?
Like, it's just so different. Imagine if it was like they were that close to you, you know, and there's like a Carlton supporter or a Collingwood supporter just fucking India.
Yeah, jeez. And that's close at the NBA as well. They're right there. You hear everything.
It's grouse. I love it.
Ballsy.
It goes up a notch watching the finals. I don't know if you watch much of the regular season, but even if you don't follow it along really closely, just like knowing how much is on the line and and what's going on. Like it's that much more enjoyable to watch when you know that there's that it's the finals time.
I played Supercoach in NBA once, and I watched a lot of it that year. But otherwise, I just watch it in the playoffs. Basically, keep up with it with the scores and a bit of Fox Sports News. But I love playoffs. I just love it. I love how the big boys just start to control the game and like make themselves into immortals if they can, you know.
Yeah.
And if Luka Doncic wins this year, he's so good. Anyway, that's NBA. Where shall we head to next, boys?
Should we talk a bit Eyes on Ponies?
Righto, Eyes on Ponies. Brought to you by CTW Excavations.
CTW Excavations. Tight access solutions. We go where the big boys don't.
Find him on Instagram. Get around him. Not promising it, but chance of a discount if you provide dim sims. And you might get a cheeky little Winnie Blue. Boys, an interesting week on the punt. The Queensland Carnival's really holding up the racing scene at the moment, and the port cards in Sydney and Melbourne are good enough with the calibre we're getting out of Queensland to make racing really enjoyable. You want to start at Flemington, where we saw some really good performances and some incredibly sick beats.
That Craig was just sick stuff. Like, honestly, like, gee whiz. Like, me and Paddy were reckoning it's up there with one of the sicker beats we've had. Just crook.
Only in horse racing, it's happened so fast, but sometimes you can get your heart broken like 3 times within a race.
Yeah, that happened.
Like, you look, it was gone.
Gone.
And then you're like, oh, hang on, travelling. Oh, fuck, nah, held up.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, hang on.
And then you
Oh
thought
my
one
God,
over
this
line.
might be the greatest moment of my punting life. Hang on. Whoa, photo. Let's watch this. Nah, fucked. Jammed again. 3 times in a race. All within 40 seconds. I was walking into Flemington listening to the crowd. You should have heard. There wasn't many there on Saturday, but you could hear the big, like, oh, collectively.
What did you think of the ride? Was it his fault, or was it just the way he mapped and things like that?
It was a bit passive, I thought. I don't think it was as bad a ride as everyone made out, though. Like, he's beat every other horse in that field significantly, and just one horse has skipped away on him hard.
Yeah.
So I'm not that harsh on the ride at all. You?
I was pretty harsh on it at the time, but then looking back on it, probably. But you did only need a pimple, so just push out and get in. But anyway.
And also, to his defence, when you analyse the numbers on a Sunday night, Monday morning, like, the race has gone enormous.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, Craig's improved significantly. I'm convinced it's a group horse.
Really?
I think it's a really, really, really nice horse. I think it's a horse you can follow. I don't know what they do. I think if we all owned it, we'd really consider putting it away, or just for a little bit, just to freshen it up and bring it back for good races in the spring. That's how sharp I think this horse is. It's a big rating when it run on Saturday at the right track. Trick with it is it's got a rating where you can pick your way through and earn a heap of prize money at the same time. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
If you owned it, Dicko, where would you take it? Like, if you were its bloodstock manager and you were planning a prep towards spring, what would you do?
I would go to a 64 or a benchmark 70. So I'd go to sale on a Wednesday and have a huge bet. You get $2 when they went up with the price, I'd say. It's a 67 rater, so it can roll into a 64. That's probably where I would have started. But they went to town, and they were right to do that. There's a rich race, but the horse has a rating where you can just pick your way through. Sort of like we saw with Jimmy Star of the year.
Yep.
But then they sort of went for the moon.
Yep.
I'd just be picking my way through, earn the prize money. There's a number of factors, though, that come into that. This is an import, this horse, so they might have paid a fair bit for it. The owners might want to go to town and race horses at Flemington, you know?
Yep.
I think this horse is right in already a Group 3, Group 2 race from a mile to probably 2,000 metres off its profile. So it's had a run over 400 metres at Bendigo where it's gone enormous. It's gone to Flemington over a mile and run big number, closed huge. Also, I don't know about you, boys, but I love it when they drop a field like he did, and the numbers are good. So it's really beautiful to the eye, and it's a great read to the data. So I think he's a pretty special horse potentially, and it'll be fascinating to see what level he can get to through spring, because it looks like they're going to be aggressive with him.
Great name, Craig. Like for a horse, it's just gold, Craig.
There's a big opportunity there too to put him on. I'd put Willow on just for the
have to, don't you?
Just for the momentum.
Yeah,
it'd suit him. Sox Nation won the Oaks. You want to hear a sick story about Sox Nation?
Yep, go for it.
Tried to put my hand up for it at the English Premier Sale two or 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Went for too much?
Yep, too much.
Oh.
Not now.
Fucking hell.
Be worth $1 million at least.
Yeah.
Sicker story? We were into it on Saturday in the members. We were betting. We're having good fun. Extra bonus bets on, like, betting cash for fun. And betting everywhere. Every single race. And when this race came around, I wanted to back this horse because, I tried to buy it. So, the only way this horse could jam me any harder was be winning this race. So at least I could get something out of it 100 to 1. But the boys wanted to back Molly Knickers, so we backed Molly Knickers.
Oh, no.
Well, we're in a team. You know what it's like. If the 3 of us are at the races, Tom's steering Sydney, Praddy might be steering Adelaide, and I'm steering Melbourne. So, like, I had Flemington. I was within the rules of the team, but it hurt.
Oh.
Tough win. Great training performance. Been up forever, that horse.
They're just good at doing that, aren't they? Like, he's so good at keeping a horse going and having it perform to good levels in good races. He's one of the best at doing it. It's unbelievable.
Good ride as well.
It's a very
great
good
ride. Full credit to him. Full credit to everyone involved. I thought Milford was probably the worst ride I saw on Saturday at Flemington. That's another really good run by that horse. Milford's a horse you can follow with a lot of confidence. Jam it into your black book. Really, really nice horse, I thought. Went enormous. And the other horse had a Saturday, this could be from Wednesday, I can't remember, but it's a 4-year-old gelding by Anthony and Sam Friedman called Overactive. Import, big number, nice horse, one to follow for sure. Overactive, Milford and Craig are the 3 horses to follow out of the meeting in black book.
That Hopeful was sick. Do we have Hopeful on the slide or nah? But I was on Hopeful personally, and that was a sick watch. That was disgusting. So that was another sick. I had 3 or 4 sick beats on the weekend, but it's all a part of it, and we don't complain when we get one away. So
I thought it was very, very brave behaviour by you, just to put the shoulders back, trust the work. The bets were sound. It was aggressive, and it was brave.
Aggressive. We got our what was it, about even in Sydney? Just maybe.
Yeah, I think with Ruby Fireland, I think we had a unit and a half on. It would have been just about even. Yeah, and then we had
Hopeful should have won.
Yeah, and then Craig and Pioneer River, like Pioneer River wins, we're dancing, and it just again elite betting, but far out. Just one of those days. They're gonna
Craig, Pioneer River, Milford, and Hopeful. Like
I had a multi with. I had 2 different ones, doubles, triples, all ups. I had Praddy, step in if I stuff this up because you saw it.
Yeah.
Milford, Right to Party,
correct.
LAU, and Pioneer River.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
$13, $7, $3, and $23. I'm convinced they all should have won. Just about, could have won. Pioneer River was beaten on its merit, but I could have been doing this podcast from fucking Italy. I'm not taking the 3 kids to Vegas. Fucking hell.
Especially with the chicken that now no longer was.
We haven't had the chicken update yet.
Rest in peace, Safi.
Oh, no.
She's no longer with us. Look, brave chicken. What a chicken. She fought all week long. So I think we talked about her on last week's show.
Yeah.
We thought she had a day left max. She had about 16 bars in hot water with the salts. What was it?
Epsom salts.
Epsom salts. Yeah, like it was just it became a ritual. I got used to it. Turned out she wasn't egg bound. So we were just bathing a chicken for fucking fun.
What was wrong with it?
Some type of cancer.
Really?
So she kicked along for a whole week, and every morning I'd get up and go out there at like 6 a.m. Fuck, she's out there kicking. I go, babe, she's still going. I don't know what's wrong with her. Then we took her to the vet today, and the vet said, so had to break some hearts when the kids got home today. But yeah, rest in peace, Safi. You're a great chicken.
I rang Dico today. Perhaps he's like, I'm at the animal hospital.
What was it called? It had a weird name.
Yeah, what did you say? You're at the...
It's a special vet for like... There wasn't like dogs and cats in there. There was like hamsters and...
Yeah, what did you call it today,
shit.
though?
Yeah, like it's just rare vet animal, like rare animal vet sort of.
Yeah, and I was like... and I didn't quite understand what Dico said at first. I was like, oh, fuck, what's wrong with the dog? And he's like, no, it's the chicken. And I just couldn't help but laugh. I was just like... I completely forgot about the fucking chicken. And yeah, unfortunately, didn't make it through. But anyway.
Poor old Safi.
Yeah, it was tough. Like, we went shopping after, and I almost went to KFC even. Like, no, I thought, no, I can't do that. I'm wrong. So I didn't do that.
Jesus.
Just had a boost juice and a donut. Honestly, my diet, like I wasn't hungover on Monday, but I just felt shit house from like the back-to-back salted caramel thickies.
That's your go-to, isn't it? After a good win or a good day.
No. Regardless, I reward myself with another good week of effort on a Saturday night with a caramel thickie, and Paps always thinks they're from Domino's. Yeah. But they're not. They're from the grouse joint.
Before we go on with that, I've actually got a chicken story. It's, my auntie's got a couple of chicken, I think she had about 5 or 6, right? And like, it's obviously like unfortunate story, but my auntie and uncle were away and on a holiday, and my mum got the job to look after the chickens. Anyway, mum's going over there feeding them all and doing all this stuff and doing all the right thing, giving it bloody all their feed and stuff. Anyway, goes back there on the last day before my auntie and uncle come back, and like mum rings up there, David, I think all the chickens are sleeping or something. They're not moving. And Dad's like, have you went up and touched them? And then she goes up, and they're all just dead. They've all died. So Mum's looking after the chickens, and then so Dad's obviously like, oh Jesus, my auntie and uncle on the way home. So then rings up my my auntie, Dad's sister, and goes, oh, well, how far off home are you? And she goes, oh, about 25. He's like, oh, have you had dinner yet? And she goes, no, I haven't. He's like, oh, do you feel like a few roast chooks? and then fucking Honey rocks up and they're all dead. So
What'd they die of?
I don't know.
That actually reminds me of more sick stuff. We walked into this vet today. So like we had to like coax her out of her she was like hiding in this spot. It's raining here. We had to get out there like a farmer. In I go. I went to put the hay. We got a little box to put her in. Get the hay out, and it's windy as well, as Paddy would know. And I go to Emma's holding the box. I've got the chicken and the hay, and I put the hay into the box, and it just blows all through it, all into Emma's face. Set back. Finally get the chicken in the box. Walk into the joint with the chicken in the box, and it's these meals we get delivered with talk about cooked chicken. Fucking grim, man. Emma lost it. Like she was paranoid about what they were going to say.
Jesus.
Oh, that is so good.
Anyway, poor chickens,
Anyway,
but
yeah, alright, peace off.
yeah.
You're a good shook. Yeah. Fucking where were we?
I can't remember.
Go back to the Queensland Carnival. What's this week, Stradbroke?
Yeah, Stradbroke this week.
Amenable's running. It was going to run, perhaps. Are you going to follow your money?
Yeah, so the barrier draw was this afternoon for the Stradbroke, and these prices from the Green Giant are right of about 6 o'clock. So Bella Nipotina drawn 21, $9.50. Magic Time drawn $9, $12. Antino drawn $27.50. Benedetta drawn 6 at $10. Valana's been like $35 into $6.50 since its win last week. It's drawn 14 at $6.50.
Who rides, Nash?
I'm not sure on the rider. It doesn't say here, but I can get that afterwards. Of the other notables, Amenable's drawn 16 at $8.50. You've got Steffi Magnetica drawn 19 at $9.50. Then Freedom Rally drawn 5 at $13.
There's not many in the market that have drawn well, is there?
Just Benedetta, basically. Of ones that are sub $10.
Have you got their weights there?
I do. We've got. Who would you like to know?
Benedetta, Magic Time, Amenable.
Magic Time is 55 kilos, drawn barrier 9 with Michael D. Benedetta is 54 kilos, drawn 6 with Stackhouse. Amenable is 53 kilos, drawn 16 with Chad.
What's the weather doing as well?
Amenable interests me.
Yeah, man. It was a good run last start. Where was it at? Bloody.
Is that Scone? You backed
Scone,
it?
yeah. I backed it.
It's held up. Yeah. Gets a big drop in weight. I reckon it ran. Is Grigots in this race?
No.
I thought Amenable's going pretty well, and it's going to get in light, and it's probably where they're aiming it, and
you got
it interests me. I think it's a talented horse.
22 and sunny for the whole week, basically in Queensland too. So they will be on a good 4, you would assume.
What did Broadsiding draw for the JJ Atkins?
For the JJ Atkins, which was drawn this morning, these odds are right as of about midday. You got Broadsiding drawn 2 as $1.90, but I think you said $1.80 before. And then we've got is it Amelius drawn 6 at $8.50, and then Bitter Creek drawn 10 at $13.
Broadsiding just looks, geez, white to inside, like it's going to land in an absolute Christmas and pissing, isn't it?
I don't know. Going
Like
from a wet track to a good track, though.
Geez, it was nice win last start, though.
I think it looks very hard to beat, but just
$1.80, you're not going to bloody bet much, are you?
Be fascinating what price it starts.
The big
they don't
boys
always
absolutely
know.
roll it and steamroll it.
Yeah, well, they might roll some out wide thing. You just don't know.
I reckon the betting for the Stradbroke will be the most interesting with all those wide draws and things like that. See what happens with the.
It suits them all, the big boys, the big weight swings and barriers and shit like that. It'll be one of the better betting races of the winter. It really will be fascinating.
I think Amenable's best works usually on the softer ground. If it's good for, probably not as effective, I reckon.
Have you got to play early? Last week, obviously we produced one of the greatest midweek sets of all time on the other crow. There's nothing from me this week at Ballarat. Good God, one of the lowest meetings of all time. But we had to Sandown on Saturday in Melbourne, the hillside, I believe, God's carpet. My mail is windstorm might be going around, Tommy.
Really?
Yeah, going around for a look.
See how it goes. What do you reckon?
Hey, mate. I think it'll run well. I'm going to be going in hope. I'm hoping it's cold, just to justify wearing the grouse knit jacket thing. What are they called, Pretty?
Yeah, like
overcoat.
An overcoat, yeah.
Trench coat.
Trenchy. Pick that up today. I'll debut that on Saturday for the weather justifies it. I'm more excited about that probably than anything.
Well, you can definitely wear it. It's going to be 3 degrees overnight, and it's going to get to a top of 13 on Saturday. So
That's right. You said that before, so it's on.
yep.
It's on. And you're not going the races either. You're dogging it again.
Yeah, I'm dogging it. Yep.
That has been the Early Crow episode 37, brought to you, powered by Makita. We've had an outstanding edition again of trivia. Full credit to Thomas Papley. He's kicked 4 in a half, basically, too, if you don't mind. 2 of the biggest bombs of all time, flush. He's had 38 points off 11 at Bonnie Doon.
Had an eagle.
Eagle, and here's one trivia. The man can't be stopped. Don't try and stop him. You won't. I hope you enjoy the show. We'll be across your socials from Thursday onwards with our golf plays for the Early Crow Golf Club, NRL from all the boys, staking plan, Eyes on Ponies, Saturday, and maybe more. I'm not quite sure. We've got to bring back that slide for that sort of like Thursday afternoon little preview for the week. We'll try and get that done too. I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you have a better week. Bye for now.
Bye for now.